Respected brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Listen very carefully to these examples. As today's talk will only consist of examples. Each and every example conveying the same message. Once an atheist came to the Khalif Mahdi, one of the Umayyad Khalif. He said, I do not believe in Allah. I do not believe that God exists. This world and everything within this world came into being by itself. And everything within this world, everything within this universe is running by itself. Nobody created the heaven, the earth, the sun, the moon, the stars, and everything that exists within the universe. Everything within the universe is taking its course naturally. There is no being, no power, no creator, no designer, and no maker behind everything that exists. And I challenge the Muslims, bring your best scholar, bring the most knowledgeable person from amongst you. I will challenge him, and I will prove to him that no God exists, and that you Muslims are in the dark ages. You Muslims are wrong to believe that God exists. I will debate with him on this issue. At that time, the most knowledgeable person from amongst the Muslims was the great Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah. And in Baghdad, which was the capital of the Muslim world at the time, on one side of the river Tigris were the royal palaces, and the other side of the river Tigris was the city. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah lived in the city. In order to get to the royal palaces, he would have to cross the river. The Khalif sent a messenger. In spite that the sun had set and it was evening, the Khalif Mahdi sent a messenger calling for Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah. Because this atheist was very persistent and arrogant. And if somebody didn't take up the challenge from the Muslims, it would mean that this atheist is right. It would mean that the Muslims have been defeated. The Muslims are wrong in believing in Allah, believing in a God. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah was sent for. A messenger came and informed Abu Hanifa rahimahullah of the situation and challenge. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah said to him, tell the Khalif, do not worry, I will soon be with him. He informed the Khalif. Now the Khalif is waiting. The Muslims are waiting. The atheist is waiting. The wazirs are waiting. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah does not show. Hours pass. Imam Sahib doesn't show. 12 o'clock midnight. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah has not shown. The atheist with a smile on his face remarks, your Imam is not to come. Your Imam is afraid, he's hiding at home. He's afraid to challenge me because he knows I will overcome him and I will defeat him. Nobody has ever lived up to my challenge, and nobody will ever live up to my challenge. You Muslims are wrong in believing in Allah, and I guarantee you that your Imam will not turn up today. Time passed and Imam Sahib has not shown. The Khalif is worried, puzzled. What is he to do? He has no answer himself. It is shameful for the Muslims that their best scholar, the most knowledgeable person from amongst them does not show. It is shameful for the Muslims. It means that the Muslims have been defeated. The wazirs are all there. The Muslims are all there. Nobody has an answer. The atheist is smiling and boasting. 1 o'clock Imam Sahib arrived. 1 o'clock. The Khalif asked, A message was sent 8 o'clock in the evening. Yet you arrived 5 hours later, Imam, at 1 o'clock. Explain your late coming to the audience. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah said that today something extraordinary took place. An extraordinary event. I have never ever seen something like this before. I have never experienced something like this before in my entire life. To this very day, I have never seen something like this before, and I am puzzled. What did I see? What did I experience? When I received the Caliph's message, I made my way to the royal palace. When I got to the river bank, it was evening, it was nightfall. I found there was nobody around. No boats, no sailors, no nothing. There was no way of crossing the river and getting to the royal palace. I was worried. How do I cross this river? If I do not show, it will be shameful for the Muslims that their best scholar has not shown up. It will mean that the Muslims have been defeated. The Muslims have no evidence that Allah exists. I was puzzled. It is while these thoughts crossed my mind, all of a sudden I noticed that in the middle of the river, planks from the riverbed, planks of wood from the riverbed are rising to the surface. Planks, ready-made planks, all the same size, all plain, all smooth. It was like as if somebody's ordered these planks. I was amazed, Ya Allah. Fish come out of water, pearls come out of water, but Ya Allah, where are these planks coming from? One by one, in the middle of the river, from the riverbed, they are rising to the surface. Ya Allah, where are these planks coming from? He says, amazed at what I saw. All of a sudden I saw something even more extraordinary. These planks that were coming out from the river to the surface began to join one by one. Before my very eyes, I am seeing these planks join together one by one as they come out from the river. And before I know it, before I knew it, there was a boat standing in front of me. Ya Allah, puzzled, confused. Where's this boat come from? Who's making this boat? Who is joining these planks together? First of all, planks coming out from the riverbed. Now these planks have joined together and have become a boat. He says, whilst I was thinking, all of a sudden I noticed nails, big nails come out of the riverbed, and these nails are taking their place in the boat. Each nail is taking its place in the boat without being banged. I could not believe it. Amazed. He says, then I noticed that the planks that are joined together, water was seeping from the joints. When I saw water seeping in from the joints, from the very same river, a sealant came out. Without being poured, the sealant took its place within the joints, so that no water seeps in. A beautiful and complete boat was before my eyes. Then this very boat began to move. No sailor on board, there is nobody around. No navigator, no nothing. Yet this boat begins to move, and it makes its way towards me where I was standing on the river bank. It comes and stands next to me. And this boat is like as if it's telling me to board. I boarded. I boarded on the boat. It says this boat began to move against the flow of water, against the current. Ya Allah, it is understandable if the boat was moving by itself with the flow of water, but where's this power coming from? Who is driving this boat against the current? He says this boat took me to my destination. Took me to the other side of the river. I disembarked. I looked round. The boat disappeared. The boat disappeared. It is because of this I was late, and I apologize for my late coming. Now the atheists who have been sitting down listening to all this, He was waiting for his chance to pounce on Imam Sahib. What better chance than this? To remark, O Abu Hanifa, we heard that you was an absolute genius, an all-round master, a master in jurisprudence, fiqh, a master in hadith, tafsir, ilm al-kalam, you name it. You are known for your intellect. Hey, you are talking nonsense. You're talking childish. You're talking rubbish. Planks come out of the water. Nails come out of the water. Ceiling rising from the water. And then these things automatically by themselves, without a maker, without a designer, without a creator, become a boat. Nails took their place without being banged. The ceiling took its